So it's October 7th, 2018, and the purpose of this video is to show what Franny and I want to have done to the deck over the winter of 2018 and 19. So here's the house, and it looks out over the lake. As you can see, it's got a great view. But mainly what we want to have is the deck larger and modernized. So the deck is about 40 feet wide, and right now it's about 8 feet deep, and we want it brought out to 16 feet deep. And you can see that's staked out right there and right there. That's 16 feet. And then underneath, a patio of pavers that comes out another 8 feet beyond that. And that's that second set of stakes there and there. So over here on the west side of the house, these pink flags indicate where the distribution box is for the septic system. So we'll want to not cover that up. And then there is the riser for the septic tank. So as part of the project, we'll want to have all of these pavers removed, this entire patio removed, all of these pavers removed. One thing we do want to preserve is the natural slope, sort of the easy walk, if you will, of this property. So we don't want any retaining walls in the yard on the lake side. We want it all graded such that once you step off this patio, you would step right onto the lawn and be able to walk all the way down. The other thing that we'd like to have happen on this west side of the house is once all of these pavers are removed, is all of this be grass coming up to the driveway here. In addition, this retaining wall that you see right here, we want to have removed completely. And the reason is that the driveway used to come all the way down and go through here, all the way down to the waterfront. And you can see if we clear the brush out from here, you'll be able to do that. And that will go all the way right down to the waterfront. And that'll allow us to get a vehicle or a golf cart all the way down for people that have any mobility issues. Over here on the west side of the house, we'll want a ramp that comes from this driveway up to the deck here, because that's the main door of entry right there. In addition, there's an issue over here with the carport that we want remedied. So this back retaining wall is fine, but you can see here is that this wooden retaining wall here is completely rotten, and also it's not wide enough for a carport. So these trees will need to be removed here, this wooden retaining wall removed, and a new retaining wall placed so that we can enjoy the full width of the driveway. See, that's the issue here. This is how wide the carport is, but this old rotten retaining wall is in the way. So as completed, the idea would be that this could drive all the way down essentially to the waterfront. You'd have a long lane right here of gravel that you could even park cars on. Over here to the right, you'd be able to get two vehicles side by side into the carport. This area here would be smooth and would be grass, and one would be able to walk all the way down. Same thing with this area over here, where one would walk from the driveway. You'd be able to walk right through grass. We're going to get rid of all this, and you'd be able to walk into the yard all the way down to the waterfront. So this is on the east side of the house. Here's the deck, and so when all this deck is off, what we'd like to have is have the foundation dug out and re-waterproof the basement. We really get water that comes in right here and then in a couple of other places. At the same time, we want downspouts of 4-inch PVC pipe run underground for this downspout there, as well as the other downspouts on the other side of the house. This is looking over here on the east side of the house. Concurrent with all of the exterior work, we'd like to have some privacy hedges put in here on the east side of the property line. So we'd want them to start right about the level of the chimney here. So they would start right about here. And they would go in a row right along here, just west of this existing row of hedges here. So our property line goes from that azalea there, and there's some pylons that are driven down there if you walk down there and see, all the way right up through there. And there's a couple of stakes that are in the ground. You can kind of see them right here that indicate where the property line is. One stake right here, and the second one right there. And it's kind of in line with that big tree right there. So the row of privacy trees would come right through here. All the way through here. And we would want them to stop right here at these two pines. Right at the front of the neighbor's house. Right here at these two pines. So looking back up the row, would look like this. And you can see this is right along the line. So that azalea and those two pylons behind it belong to us. Excuse me, the azalea, I'm not really sure whose it is, but the pylons are ours. So as part of the yard project, we want to get rid of this wood pile, get rid of this dogwood, get rid of all of this overgrown garden in here, dig up everything, and just plant grass. We want it to be nice, you know, something enjoyable to walk on. It doesn't hurt the little kids' feet. It gives us all this yard that we'd be able to play around in. But we're not going to do any gardening, so we want this all out of here. This is where the lane that comes down from the driveway would come out. Right through here, you can see it's already all cleared. And so, once this is cleared, in through here, we can trim these trees up, and that will allow a golf cart or even a vehicle to drive all the way down right through here, all the way down to the waterfront, to take somebody who has a mobility issue all the way to the waterfront where they could come out on the boat.